Okay. So welcome to the last module for these separation processes natin. No? So as what I've said a while ago, this will be a addition to the previously prepared lectures ko. So meron tayong liquid-liquid extraction. We also have gas liquid extraction from the mass transfer natin, which is the absorption. And we have now the liquid, a solid liquid extraction, which is also known as the leaching. So we will give you an idea on the basics, the fundamentals of leaching process, the rate of leaching, the type of equipments for leaching, equilibrium relations in leaching, and calculation in leaching. So probably the two remaining sessions natin will be mostly be covered for the leaching natin before we will take our final exam. So it is widely used in metallurgical, natural product, and food industries under batch, semi-continuous, and continuous condition. So especially most in industries na gumagamit ng leaching talaga is the food industries because many products natin, marami tayong products na I think nawala yung grupo nila. Dito ba yung later pa naman? I think I thought nawala. So, may mga active components kasi sa products natin na usually yun yung kinakailangan natin, especially coming from the extract of a, like say, for example, extract of a seed. Kinukuha natin si oil from seed. So, to get that active material, or active component from a solid material, is kailangan natin siyang ipa-leach. So leach is actually leaching actually is synonymous or is just equal to the movement of the liquid from the solid material. So pinapamove lang natin dito si liquid, which is active component of, for example, sa food natin, from the solid, and then lalabas ngayon siya sa liquid, which is meron gumagamit tayo ng solvent natin. So, we must make sure that the liquid na kinukuha natin sa solid natin is a soluble doon sa fresh solvent na gagamitin natin. So, sa bahay, ano ba yung mga common leaching process? Let's say, coffee, or drinking, making a cup of tea. Yun na lang, yung making a cup of tea. So, you have a tea bag, and then yung nasa loob ng tea bag natin are dry solid leaves. So, yung sa dry solid leaves natin na yun, ilalagay natin ngayon sa tubig, which is the tubig na mainit natin is actually the fresh solvent natin. So, once na nilagay mo si tea bag mo, eventually, through time, mag-leach si active component ng tea, ng tea leaves. So, from the tea leaves, mag-leach out siya ngayon doon sa fresh solvent mo, which is the hot water. Okay? So, yung transfer mo or yung separation mo ngayon, and the transfer of the active material is from the solid, which is the tea leaves, going to the liquid, which is yung hot water natin. So, the major difference between leaching and LLE centers about the difficulty to transport the solid or the solid slurry from stage to stage. So yun lang naman yung major na difference nila is we're talking about the solid this time, or nagkakaroon tayo ng solid slurry. Leaching, or also known as a solid liquid extraction, involves dissolving soluble material from mixture with an insoluble solid. So, we have soluble material and the insoluble solid here. Pag sinabi natin soluble material, siya si active component mo, or siya yung gusto mo ipalabas doon sa solid material mo. For example, doon sa tea bag na example natin, yung yung active component or ano ba yung mga active component ng tea natin na so siya si soluble material kasi solubilize siya sa fresh solvent mo. Si soluble material siya yung matitira doon sa tea bag mo or siya yung leaves mo na wala ng active component, no? Insoluble, so hindi siya natutugnaw na solid. So many biological, inorganic, or biological organic substances occur in different mixture of different components in a solid. In order to separate the desired solid constitute or remove the undesirable solid component from the solid phase, the solid is contacted with the liquid phase. So meron tayong kind ng example sa leaching process natin if yung soluble material natin is undesirable. So, nili-leach out natin siya papunta sa liquid phase natin. So, two phases are in intimate contact pagdating sa leaching, no? And the solute or solutes can diffuse from the solid to the liquid phase. So, ganito always yung nangyayari pagdating sa leaching, no? From the solid going to the liquid. So this is just an example of the leaching in the biological substances. No, when say when we leach sugar from sugar beets with hot water, in production of vegetable oils, no, organic solvents such as the hexane, acetone, ether are used to extract oil from peanuts, soybeans, flax seeds, castor beans, sunflower seeds, and etc. Sino yung gumagamit sa inyo ngayon yung nag-extract ng mga oil sa thesis niya? Or something na in-extract kayo na active component from a biological substance? I think meron dito eh. Sige Nash, can you explain nga yung thesis mo?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yung thesis ko po is about extracting the active components on a certain plant material. Tapos yun po yung gagamitin ko to test its effectivity kung ano yung gusto kong property. Like yung sa akin po is it's for anti-diabetic. Yung properties niya to cure diabetes. So gagawin ko siya sa isang laboratory rat, then iti-test ko po siya.
Okay, so very promising, no? So how did you first extract your active component or yung what
first is yung kung anong ginamit ko pong solvent is ethanol. Then nag-dilute po ako to 50, 70, and 96% ethanol. Tapos yun po yung variations ng dalawang type of stem bar ko. Merong young stem and merong old stem. Tapos yung na-extract ko po through maceration. Kasi pwede po siyang gawin sa bahay, ganun po. So, nag-macerate po ako. Then after, hindi ko pa po siya na rotary evap to recover the solvent. Kasi po, yung vacuum sa department is hindi po siya functional. So, yun lang po yung hinihintay ko. Then after that, ma-recover ko yung solvent, pwede na po siya i-test dun sa
okay.
sa laboratory rat.
Okay, so thank you for that. No, so yun pa lang yung pag-extract mo ng active material mo from your material using your ethanol as an organic is already a leaching process. No, it's already a leaching process. So, yun nga. Pero pagdating naman sa leaching process, always ang next na process niyan is distillation or evaporation. No, kasi syempre yung active component mo is nasa solvent and we don't want solvent na ma-mix for human consumption. So, nangyayari, rotary evaporation or you can use distillation para tanggalin, flash distillation or something like, a batch distillation para matanggal talaga yung solvent mo. Anyway, so in pharmaceutical industry, many different pharmaceutical products are obtained by leaching plant roots, leaves, and stems. So lahat ng mga ginagawa natin sa thesis natin na nag-extract tayo sa plants, leaching process siya. So tannins is removed from tea bark by leaching with water. So ito yung example ko kanina na tannins pala yung term when yung active component na nasa tea barks natin. So pagdating naman sa inorganic and organic materials, usually is ginagamit sa leaching process sa metal processing industries. Metal ores, the desired metal components usually occur with a large amount of undesirable constituents, and leaching is used to obtain these metal components in the form of metal salts. So nung nag-OJT ako, nag-OJT kasi ako sa metal processing na plant, na metal ore processing plant. So it's true na pagdating sa raw ore mo, sa ores pala, metal ores, ang dami mong undesirable components. So may mga heavy metals na nandun sa ores mo, and one process na ginagamit nila is leaching, no? So may leaching plant talaga na component yung planta, which doon talaga nangyari si leaching process. So once na nag-leach out na si heavy metals, is hindi nila, syempre hindi mo kagad-agad ipaparota back. Ang next naman na ginagawa nila is nire-recover nila yung nalileach na organic material, kasi yung nalileach na organic material is hindi siya ganun nagfo-float lang siya sa isang malaking reactor nila or sa isang malaking tank. Nilalagay naman nila sa flotation tank. Ang ginagawa naman sa flotation tank is kina-capture niya or naglalagay sila ng bubbles or mga floaters, if I'm not mistaken. And then kina-capture ng mga bubbles yung mga heavy metals, and then nagpo-float sila on the surface of the water. Okay? So doon ang nagkaka-differ pagdating sa metal processing materials, no? Yung recovery, no, either nire-recover mo yung solvent or nire-recover mo yung constituent mismo, yung undesirable constituent. So copper salts are leached, for example, here by dissolving raw copper ores by using sulfuric acid or ammoniacal solutions. Nickel salts are leached using sulfuric acid, ammonia, or oxygen mixture. Gold is leached using aqueous sodium cyanide solution. Ito yung ginagamit siya sa mga small mining companies, no? Yung small scale na mga mining, or kahit yung mga hindi licensed to operate ng mga mining, no? Once na nakakuha sila ng gold ore, pinapaleach nila si gold using the sodium cyanide solution. So nilalagay nila si ore dun sa sodium cyanide, nagli-leach siya, and then pina-process naman nila. I think na-process nila using mercury para makuha nila si gold. Pero ito yung alam ko, na pag sa gold, sodium cyanide solution yung pinapaleach, no? So yung parang leaching solvent niya sa gold. So if ever na sino yung nakatira dito sa Caraga, yung malapit sa mga mining areas doon. Yes, Joey, nakakita ka na kung paano magpa-leach ng gold sa sodium cyanide, or may narinig ka na or na-experience?
Wala pa, sir. Wala pa ako nakasulot sa sa planta ng THPAL.
Okay. Ay, actually, ang mga gold plant, hindi yan basta-basta ka nakakapasok dyan. Like, sobrang strict ng security measures nila. Anyway, my point is, kung may chance kayo or something like nakabili kayo ng lupa, and then pinasurvey niyo yung lupa, tapos it turns out na may gold reservoir doon, or ganun. So once na nakuha niyo yung gold ores, no, so pwede niyo siyang i-leach out yung gold using the aqueous sodium cyanide solution. So doon magsisimula yung process ng gold processing natin. Gani. Yes, okay. Tinood. Magandang experience for OJT yung mga medyo heavy hazard ng mga plant. Kasi for OJT pa lang, for OJT lang naman, so parang 2 months, no? Na ma-exhaust talaga kayo pagdating sa mga heavy works. Pero ako kasi personally, yun, yung experience ko sa metal processing plant talaga ng OJT ako, doon ko talaga sinabi sa sarili ko na hindi ko kaya yung planta. No? Hindi ko kaya, hanggang pang OJT lang talaga sa akin yung ganitong klaseng trabaho. So, ayun. Hindi ko nalaman na hindi ako pang heavy work. I mean, physical heavy work. Okay, so let's do principle of leaching. This is quite long lang. Ang pinapakita lang natin dito is the solvent must transfer from bulk solvent solution to the surface of the solids. So, simula, wait lang. I think I'm gonna find another slides of mine na medyo my figure. Let me find lang. This is animations. Okay, so papakita ko lang to, no? This is how the mass transfer of the leaching happens. So, generally, there are 5 steps pagdating sa leaching natin. So, imagine this is the whole solid natin. And then, in the solid, you have pores, no? So, hindi lang pala kitayo yung mga may pores. No, yung solids, actually, may mga pores din sila, no? But then, it depends on the depends on the regime nung measurement nila. So usually mga pores nito nasa microscale, nanoscale. And then the first step is that the solve, and then imagine you have a solvent outside the whole solid. So the first is the solvent is transferred from the bulk solution. So bulk solution going to the surface of the solid, which is very fast, especially when your solid is submerged in your liquid solvent. So very fast yun. So we don't really care on the kinetics of this first, or the transport of this first step. The second step is that the solvent penetrates or diffuses into the solid. So once the solvent is on the surface, it will slowly move into. So yung move into here, papasok na yun ito step number 2, papasok na yun solvent mo, mag-diffuse siya sa loob ng papasok yun solvent mo, mag-diffuse siya sa loob ng solid mo. Ayan. Then after that, the solute dissolves the solid into the solvent. So yung solute natin, for example, the tannin doon sa T natin, will the solute dissolves from solid. So from solid into the solvent. So magte-transfer ngayon, meron kang transfer of the active component from the solid going to the solvent, which is naapasasulod sa pores. Now, number 4 is once na na-dissolve na si solute mo dun sa solvent mo, the solute diffuses through the mixture to the surface of the solid. So, pabalik siya sa surface ng solid mo. Si solvent, kasama ngayon si solute mo. So, solvent plus solute is the solution. So, yung lalabas ngayon is solution. papasok is solvent, kukunin niya si solute, lalabas solution. Okay? Paglabas niya sa solution, is magta-transfer na ngayon from the surface to the bulk yung solution mo. So, that completes the 5 steps of the leaching process natin. Okay? I just want to have parang a explanation lang dun sa ano yung usually na setup natin pagdating sa plant design natin, sa leaching natin. So, first is you have a mixer here, mixer settler. Kasi usually is, nangyayari, mixer settler or extractor yung name ng isang tank natin. No? So, you have a feed that contains the insoluble A. So, insoluble A, siya yung solid natin. Solid ha? Ibig sabihin, hindi siya yung nagre-remain na siya throughout. No? So, insoluble A, and then the solute B. So solute B ngayon natin, yun yung active component natin. Papasok si feed, and then meron tayong solvent S. No? Yung solvent S natin, usually denote natin siya as component C. So, component A is insoluble, component B is solute, component C is the solvent. Imimix natin ngayon siya. Gaya ng LLE, meron tayong lalabas and meron tayong, we have the overflow and underflow. Okay? Ano yung tawag sa overflow ng LLE? Ano ang tawag sa overflow ng LLE? If ever na si overflow, sa leaching, overflow lang yung tawag, ang tawag sa overflow ng liquid extraction. So, si overflow kasi sa leaching is, it will be the solute B and the solvent C, yung lalabas doon. Similarly, pagdating sa liquid extraction, ano yung tawag kay overflow?
Raffinate, sir.
Raffinate? How about the others? Yes. No, si raffinating sa baba and then sa taas is extract. So, dito naman sa baba naman natin is we have the solvent C and the solute, the solid A or the insoluble A, and usually meron kang konting solvent C and then meron kang andun yung solute B. So, andito ngayon si, this is the raffinate, tama. Kasi si underflow mo, wait lang. Si solute B here sa taas and the solvent C. So, yeah, extract pala talaga. So, this is the raffinate. Sa ubos is the raffinate pagdating sa LLE. You have the solid A, no, na insoluble. You have the small amount of your C, which is the solvent, and you have your solute B na matitira. So, parang mga small amount lang itong si B and C dito. Most probably, ulitin sa planta, para siyang pulp na lang dito sa raffinate na section sa underflow. Or something like a slurry sa underflow natin. Okay, so generally, sa leaching equipment natin, we have two types of here, this is an example of a leaching equipment, so you have an ore column here, and then pinapapump mo ngayon si this is a cyanide solution, and then you have different carbon columns na lalabas dito. This is also an equipment pagdating sa leaching natin, also called the moving bed na leaching natin. So ito is nagro-rotate lang si each of the parang bed natin dito. I think mas maganda yung explanation sa isang slides. Okay, so I'm gonna transfer to the another slides. Okay. Okay, so I think ito similar lang dun sa diniscuss natin. So note that the resistance to mass transfer to the solute from the solid surface to the bulk solvent is generally quite small compared to resistance to the diffusion within the solid itself. So yung mga resistances natin doon sa pag-penetrate and then pag-diffuse outside are very slow, no? So that's why yung leaching takes time talaga. Kailangan pinaparotate muna natin siya, minimix natin muna siya, so on and so forth. So when a material is being dissolved from the solid to the solvent solution, however, the rate of mass transfer from the solid surface to the liquid is the controlling factor. So ngayon, yung yung mass transfer na ng solid surface to the liquid natin is since siya yung very slow, siya ngayon controlling factor natin. There is essentially no resistance in the solid phase if it is a pure material. So yung equation natin sa batch system natin, since this is just a purely diffusion lang, so we can say that the Na or the kilogram mole A dissolving the solution per second all over A. So ano yung term na ginagamit natin when we have a rate over area? Anong tawag natin doon? Or specifically, this is mole rate, mole of A over area. Anong common term natin doon? Yes, very good. Flux, no, or molar flux. So here we have a mole flux, and then is equal to the KL, the mass transfer coefficient, times the concentration difference. So CAS is the saturation solubility of the solid solute A in the solution, and Ca is the concentration of A in the solution at time seconds kilogram. Ito. So yung A natin, yung CAS natin is siya yung concentration nung doon sa surface natin, no? It's a solubility, saturation solubility of the solid solute A in the solution natin. Pero usually nasa surface pa rin to, no? And the Ca is at the solution of the time, the concentration of A in the solution at the time. So dapat yun. CAS is the saturation and the Ca is the concentration of solution at time t. So by material balance, no, the rate of accumulation of A in the solution is equal to this equation with the area. So you just cross multiply area here, and then you integrate. Now we say that Na, no, ang Na is flux natin, no. Flux is just or it's a mole flux, no. Mole flux is equal to the volume times the first derivative of the concentration. No? So Ca here is concentration over dt. Concentration times the V is just the mole over dt. So yung Na bar natin is just equal to here, and then we have a differential equation ngayon, na dCA dt, and then you integrate it na lang. So here, this is the equation that happens in the diffusion of the solid material natin. No? So this is purely mass transfer lang dun sa leaching natin. The solution approaches a saturated condition exponentially at this point. So here, we say that CaO is the initial concentration, no, of the solution, and Ca is the final concentration of the solution. And CaS, again, is the saturation solubility of the solid solute A in the solution. Usually, since CaS is, if I'm not mistaken, given to, kasi it's the saturation solubility, most probably it's the maximum na solubility ng A natin in the solution. Above that solubility, magkakaroon ka ng oversaturation natin. So often the interfacial area here, A, will increase due to the extraction of the external surface becomes irregular. Pero most probably Ca natin here are constant, no? or is constant. So if the soluble materials form a high proportion of the total solid, disintegration of the particles may occur. So this is just an example of the batch leaching. So let's read it na lang. Now, particles having a average diameter of 2 millimeter are leached in a batch type apparatus with a large volume of solvent. So imagine 2 millimeter, no? So parang balas, no? Or something like a gravel. The concentration of the solute A in the solvent is kept constant. So and a time of 3.11 hour is needed to leach 80% of the available solute from the solid. So assuming the diffusion in the solid is controlling, so ibig sabihin siya yung pinaka-slow. Always, no, yung pag sinabi natin controlling factor or something like this is diffusion controlled process, ibig sabihin the diffusion is the slowest step, no? So controlling step natin is always the slowest step. And the effective diffusivity is constant. Calculate the time of leaching if the particle is to reduce to 1.5 millimeter. So, gaya sa the principle of leaching natin, once na si solute mo is nag-leach out na siya, no, the area here, no, often the sana yung nasa kabilang slides. No. What I'm saying is that once nag-leach out ka na is si area ng solid mo nag-decrease talaga. Si area ng solid mo nag-decrease talaga. Let's just say paano ba? Yeah, balik tayo dun sa mga T-barks natin. No? Once na nag-leach out to si active component mo, since the solute is from the solid itself going to the solvent, si solid mo lumiliit, no, in terms of its area or in terms of its volume na rin. So here from 2 millimeter going to 1 millimeter yung solid natin kasi nagpa-leach out tayo ng solute A natin. So for 80% extraction natin, the fraction here of the unextracted is just 0.2. No? Ibig sabihin, yun yung fraction nung nung solute mo na naiwan doon sa solid mo. So using figure 5.3-13, I think this is in the, if I'm not mistaken, nasa gen plot list. I'm gonna find it first. So, hanapin lang natin itong table na to, itong figure 5.3-13. So, if we have an unextracted na 0.2, the value of the diffusivity, effective diffusivity, T all over A squared is equal to 0.112 is obtained, where again the DAEF is the effective diffusivity, time yung T natin, and A is the radius in millimeter. For the same fraction, the fraction that unextracted, the value of this diffusivity, effective diffusivity, is constant. Hence, we can do parang gagawin natin, that's TA2 all over A sub 1 squared is equal to TA1, T2 is equal to T1, A2 squared is 1 squared. In proportion, so from that, we say that size, and then since this is in I think this is diameter. So naka-reduce siya ng diameter. So divide 2 to get the radius. Since A is in the radius, squared over the initial, no? Which is 2 all over 2 para makuha na radius squared. So you have 1.75 hours. Okay, so you need 1.75 hours for the time, no, para maka-leach out ka or mag-decrease siya into this area or this radius 1.5 millimeter. Okay, so yung 3.11 hours is just a agitated solid leaching. So, hindi ko na to i-discuss more further. This is just purely descriptive naman. Usually, ang ginagamit natin is, nag-focus yung discussion is nasa multi-stage natin na leaching. No? So, sa multi-stage na leaching, I think lahat naman ito is nagkakaroon ng multi-stage na leaching. Okay. So, kailangan lang natin malaman is the equilibrium relationships natin sa leaching. No? So, first is to analyze the single stage and countercurrent stage leaching, an operating line equation or material balance relation, and the equilibrium relations between two streams are needed, such as in liquid-liquid extraction. So, as always, yung discussion natin dito sa leaching is just similar to what I have discussed pagdating sa HA 132. Let me just find it. Sorry. I'm gonna stop presenting and I'm gonna check the entire window, share the entire window. Okay, so can you still remember yung discussion natin sa multi-stage? This is in 132. Okay, so remember yung discussion natin sa 132 na if you have a multi-stage process, and then we have to find the equilibrium line and the operating line. So here, for example, we have a liquid or the underflow, itong L going to Ln, the underflow, and the overflow natin is from the Vn plus 1 going to V. And then if we denote small n as the arbitrary number of the stages na in between, and then N, capital N, is the total number of multi-stage natin ng mga cells. The overall mass balance here is from cell 1 to capital N is just equal to the LO, no, plus the Vn, no, that coming, and the leaving is the V1 and the Ln. Okay? So, when we do mass balance, so meron tayong mass balance na ganito, and we also do the component balance here. So, we will have a operating line. So, always the operating line is the relationship between the yn plus 1 and the xn. So, here, the relationship of yn plus 1 and xn. No, yn plus 1 xn. So, pag naka-adjacent yung mga lines natin or yung equations natin, no? Like for example here, xn here, the value of the component is xn, or the xn is like a mass ratio, or it's a weight fraction, no? So xn and yn pag adjacent operating line, no? But if cross tayo, the relationship between the xn and the yn here, ang kinukuha natin is the equilibrium line. Okay, so and then we plot the equilibrium line here, and then we plot the here's the equilibrium line. Usually sa equilibrium line is nag-occur siya 45 degrees sa mole fraction x and y natin, and then we will plot the operating line. So we have to know na the first stage natin, no, is where nagkakaroon tayo ng equal yung yn and xn natin. Or here, we have to do the here x1 and x1 and then y2, y1. So magkakaroon tayo ng bar dyan, and then this is just equal naman. So this is the first stage and then the second stage. No? So please review, no, how to do this method of finding how many stages in a multi-stage na equilibrium. Okay, so this is just equal, no, to the here is a discussion to sa leaching. So later on magkakaroon naman tayo ng sarili nating notation here. So assumptions made by achieving the equilibrium relationships, no? So these are the mga assumptions natin. That sufficient solvent is present so that all the solute in the entering solid dissolves in the solvent. Dapat sufficient yung solvent natin. Otherwise, magkakaroon tayo ng oversaturation. Hindi niya matatanggal lahat ng mga solute natin from the solid. So dapat marami tayong solvent. That's why minsan, yung mga solvent natin are fresh. Ibig sabihin, hindi sila contaminated with the solute. So the solute in the entering solid dissolves completely in the first stage. No? So dito pa lang, nagkakaroon ka na ng dissolution. As much as possible, sa first stage pa lang, na-dissolve na si solute mo. And then no absorption of the solute by the solid. So parang walang balikan, no? Once na lumabas na si solute sa solid mo, hindi na siya ma-absorb ulit doon sa solid mo. This means that the solution in the liquid phase leaving a stage is the same as the solution of that remains with the solid matrix in the settled slurry leaving the stage. So once na nag-leach out na siya, hindi na siya mag-absorb ulit doon sa solid mo. The settled solid leaving a stage always contains some liquid in which dissolved solids is present. So ito, for example, sa stage 1, pag lumabas ngayon si solid mo dito, kasi here may solid ka, then na-extract ka, it contains liquid. Pagdating niya sa stage 2, it contains liquid in which dissolved solids is present. So may mga dissolved solids ka pa rin, or dissolved solid pa rin na present doon sa system mo. Okay, the solid liquid stream is called underflow. Here sa baba, underflow. So pagdating sa LLE natin, we call it raffinate, and or the underflow or the slurry stream natin. Sa taas naman, the concentration of the oil or the solute in the liquid or overflow stream is equal to the concentration of the solute in the liquid solution accompanying the slurry or the underflow stream. So yung sa taas is the overflow stream, sa baba is the underflow stream. The amount of solution retained in the solids in the settling portion of each stage may depend on the density viscosity of the liquid in which the solid is suspended. So equilibrium diagram for the leaching, no? Paano ba tayo nagkakaroon ng equilibrium diagram natin? So the concentration of the inert or insoluble solid B. So first is we have to identify mga notations natin dito. Pag sinabi natin A, no? Pag sinabi natin A, for the sake of these slides, no? Pag sinabi natin A, siya si solute natin or siya si active component natin or siya yung pinapa-leach natin, solute, no? A is the solute, B is the insoluble solid, siya yung matitira sa slurry mo, and then C is the solvent. So, the concentration of the solute, the inert or insoluble solid B in the solution or in the mixture can be expressed in this notation. So, usually, is N is the concentration. N is the or anyway, pagdating sa multiple references naman, nagkakaiba-iba lang din ng notation. So N here is denoted as the concentration, that's kilogram solid over the kilogram solution. So yung solid natin is kilogram B, since yung solid natin, all over kilogram A plus kilogram C of the solution. So take note lang nito. Sa overflow natin, wala tayong solid na nakikita sa overflow natin, therefore N is equal to 0. For the underflow, N value or the solid concentration for the underflow, N value depending on the solid concentration in the liquid. Kasi at each stage, nag-vary ka ngayon ng kilogram A mo. Nag-vary si kilogram A mo, therefore, you have a variation of your N din. So ayun, meron tayong na-define natin si N. This time, i-define natin si composition of solute A in liquid, which is expressed in the weight fraction. So here we have the expression of B, si A naman dito. So we define XA. Actually, this is in the Jankowicz. No, this diagram is in Jankowicz. I'm gonna papalakihin ko lang. So we defined XA as kilogram A over kilogram A plus kilogram C, or the kilogram solute or kilogram solution in the overflow liquid. So, gagawin natin, yung sa taas is X. Yung lahat ng overflow natin, XA. Yung sa baba naman natin is the YA, or the kilogram solute over kilogram solution, which is the solution is equal to A plus C. Now, always ang solution natin is the active component plus the solvent. Okay, XA or X is the overflow, Y is the underflow. So dun sa mas kabila na. So this is a typical equilibrium diagrams natin in case na ginagawa. We have here vertical lines. Anyway, ipapakita natin ito later part. Kung paano natin ito ginagawa. So you have the calculation in leaching. Now we have the single stage leaching and counter current multi-stage leaching. So in a single stage leaching natin, imagine this is a single stage natin. And then you have a similarly doon sa kung paano tayong gagawa ng equilibrium stage natin. Now here we have a feed slurry coming in. So si feed natin, andun si insoluble natin, which is B here, and we have the active component natin. Okay? And then, meron tayong solvent feed dito. So nagka-cross siya ngayon, or naka-counter siya, papasok si solvent feed mo. And then, mag-mix ka, at the same time, settle ka para meron kang underflow solution and overflow solution. So we just have to take note of the different notation here. Magsimula tayo sa taas, no? Magsimula tayo sa taas. The V, remember yung notation natin guys ha? Si arrowhead is kung saan, si arrowhead is kung saan siya papunta, and then the tail is kung saan siya galing. Okay? For example, here, ang pangalan ng stream na to is LO kasi galing siya sa zeroth stage. Ito is the first stage. So we denote this as 1. Imagine meron kayong 1 dyan. So ito, stream, galing siya from zeroth stage, so LO siya. Here naman, imagine we have 0, 1, and 2. No? Just wait. Okay, sorry for that interruption. No? So, imagine, gaya ng ginawa natin, we have 0 stage here, first stage and the second stage. So, sa solvent feed natin, galing siya sa second stage, that's why V2 ang tawag sa kanya. And then, this stream is V1 kasi galing siya kay first stage. This stream is L1 kasi galing siya kay first stage. So, sa taas, we have V2 and V1. These are the mass of overflow solution. So, ito yung overflow solution natin. L natin is the mass of the liquid in slurry solution. Okay? So, overflow, CV, L is the underflow. Now, your B is the mass of dry solute-free solid. So, si B natin is the mass of your solid or insoluble solid. Solute-free. Wala siyang solute na solid. And then, XA is yun yung sa overflow natin, the composition of A at the overflow solution. Note that it's a composition. So, most probably, it's a weight fraction, no, of A, or concentration siya of A in the overflow. And Y is in the underflow. Okay, Y is in the underflow. So most probably, pagdating sa mga problems kasi natin is what we are concerned with is the how much is the amount of your active solution or your active solute or A, no? How much is A is extracted. So minsan sa mga problems concerned tayo kay X1 or kay X, no? And then here, yes, kinukuha rin natin kung ilan yung amount ng solute na natitira doon sa slurry mo. Pwede rin ganun. So, by material balance, we have 3 material balance here. Number 1 is the, sorry, this. Okay, so just internalize muna these slides, no? So we say that the mass balance here is LO, the total mass balance, and V2, and then you have is equal to V1 and L1, L1, 1, or is equal to M. So yung M natin is just the mixture, no? Mixture. So papasok ka, LO and V2, entering is the mixture, no? and V1 and L1 is also the mixture. And then we have the component balance here. O the component balance tayo, we're talking about the A, no? Nagko-component balance tayo sa A natin. And then we have the solid balance, the B, no, which is NO. And here, yung N natin is the composition of your solid in the feed slurry. So composition of solid in the feed slurry, LO, plus 0 is equal to N1 here times L1 plus 0 kasi 0 naman sa taas is equal to N sub M. So this is the three balances na kailangan natin ma-determine at the beginning. Okay, can you please do this? Can you please copy lang muna tong single stage and then I'll be back for like 5 minutes lang. Okay lang ba? Okay lang ba? I'll be back for 5 minutes lang. And then, kindly draw your own single stage calculation na lang. And then label it kung saan si underflow, saan si overflow, and then the rest of the given. Paki-label na lang. Okay ba? I'll be back 5 minutes. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Sige, sige. Please internalize this problem lang. Okay, so for this problem na lang muna, since it's already time, hanggang 10 lang naman tayo, I'm gonna leave this as a homework na lang, and then we will solve this problem next meeting. So next meeting, Thursday, I hope makasimula tayo ng maaga. It's because I have to, or we have to discuss the remaining topic sa leaching. So after ng single stage, mag-multi-stage tayo, and then we will do some graphical solutions here. So yun lang. Sana maka-aga tayo by Thursday. No? We will discuss here. For the meantime, kindly solve lang muna ito, no? Kung kaya sa homework lang para prepare na tayo next meeting. So we will have another round of discussion by June 2. So hopefully we will start by early tayo, no? So sana makastart tayo by 7 a.m. para matapos tayo agad. So please prepare 7 a.m. on Thursday na lang. So again, thank you very much for coming to the class. Do you have any questions? May questions ba tayo? I think na-upload ko na to sa Google Classroom ninyo. And then I-upload ko na rin yung recording video natin. Any question lang?